today I would like to create at least 2 different bots for 2 very different kinds of use cases. So let's get on with it. There we go. And at this point, let's start with a bot type. So which kind of bot we would like to use. And for my first use case, I don't know if anyone actually feels this is a great use case, but I would like to think it is, because there's so many questions. Hi, one viewer. There's so many use cases, and I think many questions regarding this COVID-19 situation. So maybe an FAQ bot for, I don't know, for a certain page, how to tackle with the most frequently asked questions when it comes to COVID-19. Maybe, I don't know, cities could utilize it, or if companies do have some kind of policies, whatnot. So at least that would be one use case. And then the other one could be campaign bot. So how to actually utilize the increased traffic on your site and how to be able to gather some leads from that as well. But hey, let's get started. First, FAQ bot for COVID-19. Let's say for a city. Yes, let's do that. And then, would we like to use a chatbot or in-page bot? So chatbot being the most common one, fellow that pops from the, yes, it's right one, right corner of your browser, and then in-page bot being a bot type that actually is embedded to your site content. So I would prefer this one. And then we can get building. Let's give it a name. FAQ. Then at some point, maybe I will create an image for it. Who knows? Might happen. There we go. And then we can start creating the actual bot. So what are the most common questions when it comes to, at least in Finland, when it comes to this current situation? It's, can I get tested? Where I can get tested? Are my symptoms in order, or are my symptoms matching the description of COVID-19? And what about if my child gets sick? So there can be quite many different kinds of questions, and when there's multiple different topics to cover, the first thing I would do, and I will, is to actually address the topic the person would like to have their questions answered. So single choice. Let's write something here you can find. COVID-19. What would you like to know? So, single choice. Let's cover the topics. So let's say first daycare. We can rephrase this one once we've just went through all of these different options. So let's add another button here. So add some answers, then daycare, vacation, or maybe schools even. Schools, health care, I don't know, public transport, public services. Okay, there's really high level, broad topics covered. And then we can move forward by picking one of these options. Now it's daycare. And now we can either give them an opportunity to define their question if we do define the like similar set of options here, or we can quite straightforwardly also address that the daycares are currently closed in Finland except for those who work in really critical areas regarding um, like how our society works. So people working in healthcare, in the police department, and so on. So let's say we would use this say something here, and parents who are able to keep their kids, maybe children, home. I don't know. I would like to say like should definitely do it. Parents who are able to keep their children at home are advised to do so. This way we can keep the daycare function safely open for the parents who work in critical industries, places. Let's go with industries. As in health care, for example. Okay, so basically now someone would have their question answered super quickly, and they would not need to go through whole bureaucracy and like everything when it comes to finding that one piece of information from, I don't know, government sites can be quite tricky to navigate every now and then, so this would be a really helpful tool to provide the information for the concerned citizens. Then we can say that, let's say, let's use this single choice again. So we can address, is it about elementary school? Is it vocational school? Is it, what kind of school are we talking about? So let's not put italic on it. To give you a precise answer, please, can you please tell what, I don't know, what school? No. What kind of school would you like to? What kind of school is so really bad, but we can live with it currently, I would say. I hope. uh, elementary school. Let's say, I don't know, uni, whatever. Let's just universities. We can go with this now. We are not going to now publish this anywhere. Just to give you a really live example how to work with it. let's say then we can answer the question. So elementary schools are closed until 13th of April. You can find more information about this in Vilma. Then high school, basically the same, and because it is the same, we do not even need this one. We can take it away, and we can direct this answer to this say something bubble. Ta-da! How convenient. And when it comes to universities, let's say you need to ask from your you need to ask from your professor. I think any uni professor would be delighted. But just to give you an example here, then let's click save and continue, because it would be a bummer if any of the previous work you've been doing would go to waste. So we can keep working on this now. Then when it comes to healthcare, I would say single choice again, because there's so many different things to cover. It might be how to get tested for COVID-19, or when to go to the ER, or basically whatever. People would have so many questions about this just because they are really concerned, and the information is hard to find. So what do you have in mind regarding healthcare when to get tested for 19, when to go to ER, can I visit in a hospital, and this could be it. And then we could again use these same kinds of say something answers there, which would be actually really good. So when to get tested, we could tell that we are not currently testing everyone, and we would advise people who can stay at home to just stay at home. And if you cannot cope with the symptoms and everything, then there's procedures. And yet again, same goes to this when to go to ER. Then people might be thinking, okay, I have a close one, someone close to me in a hospital currently for any given reason. Can I visit? Currently, it's not really that advised that you should visit anyone anywhere. So, and then like it's important, especially when it comes to this, it's important that the data is actually valid and the information you're providing is valid. So therefore, I would be like trying to make this look as a real COVID-19 FAQ, but just to show how you could utilize something like this to take away the strain of someone actually answering all these questions on the phone or somewhere else, because this might actually be really helpful for some instances. Let's click save and continue, and then we can preview this either here by clicking preview. It shows here. Okay, but now I don't know, what do you feel about this? How it looks, the UI and everything? We can do better. So let's close that one. Let's leave, and then we can go to bot UIs, and let's add completely a new bot UI here. Transparent. There we go. Let's give it a name that we can recognize later on. And then what color should it be? If it really should stick out from the page, I would use something that actually would really stick out from the page. And thinking about, I don't know, I live in Vantaa, so well, it's bluish, but it's hectic, it's heavy. They have some kind of orange somewhere. What kind of orange is that actually? Let's have the orange. That one. Lovely. Okay, let's use that one. There we go. What was the blue one? Anywhere, please? Give me the blue one. There we go. Okay, of course it's in this format. It's okay. Then just turn it to hex so it actually converts in a correct way. Then we can do this here. Then we reduce this one to 9 pixels. It's plenty. Then we are fine and good to go. Then let's just put the UI on its place. There we go. And have a look at it. And basically here, by clicking, you get the answer. You could maybe ask someone if they would like to ask another question or something, but this would be a really simple way to cover the most frequently asked questions and maybe direct people to correct information. Let's say if Vanda has this, so, I don't know, this is, okay, information about this. We could, oh my god, this is so city-ish. Vanta, you need this. You need us. But basically, yeah, this is how it would work. And we could, by clicking maybe public transport, we could direct them to the correct public transport service providers page, even just to keep it really current for the end user. But this is how it works. It's super. This is now super rough, but it would be really good in so many places. In so many places, so many different instances would benefit from something like this. And this is how it would look like. Let's say we do this one. You can check when to get tested by clicking. There we go. When to get tested. And let's go with this one. And because this is now single choice with URL, we can direct the person clicking this particular button to some certain page. And now, because it would be a lot to cover in these bot bubbles, because there's something, then here's something, it's just also easier to direct the person to the most current, the most viable information source. So let's paste the URL here. Then we're good. Save and continue. I'm a vigorous saver. Then let's go to healthcare. Once you get tested, then it answers that you can check when to get tested by clicking the button below, then click ta-da! So when there's plenty of information scattered around, this is a really, really good way to provide it quicker to the person interacting with the bot. just so there's some actual value in it. But okay, let's see. If we were to do campaign bot, I don't know for what kind of campaign would we do it now. We could do it as a chatbot, I would say, just to spice things up a bit. Let's go maybe first with ours because that's like so simple. I get in such a good mood when I see SantuBot here. But this is yet again, this is InPageBot, our Santu here. And if we were to do a campaign bot, we could also do it as a chatbot. So we are here in Leadoo backend choosing this bot type. Then let's go here and then campaign demo. Let's not use the COVID-19 UI, but let's say Jimmy's a little helper. Oh, I would actually love to have an icon here. Let's see if I could use something. No. Nah. I will figure out something. And then just, okay, we could get going. And if we think about the page UI and UX here, when it would pop up here in the bottom right corner, there's already some kinds of things happening here. So what would make a bunch of sense is to actually really think about how it would look, how it would feel. Would it be bothering even? Especially if someone is using your website on mobile, as we know, quite a few do. So how to be able to provide a service, provide a like really tangible point of contact and like conversion point, but not to be annoying or making the user experience really bad. We can test different things. Luckily, we do have options. But yeah, if we should get on with it, let's say we would have an immense, I don't know, is what would be the correct one? Huh. Oh well. Let's start. Let's just start. If we were to have like immense recruitment bot campaign, okay, because I spoke rather passionately yesterday about using bots when it comes to recruitment. So let's go with that. And when it comes to the bot content, make sure it reflects you and your company. You can stand by it. It in like in best case it really showcases your values and basically good and thought through tone of voice does it. But it would be still something just to really put some thought into it. Okay. Ta-da-da. Let's get going. Here we go. We can start with actually a question to activate the person interacting with the bot or to seeing the bot even the first time. Maybe something really to ruffle some feathers even. Because these can be bold and these can be really like statements even. So would we like to ask if there's a really tough spot when it comes to recruitment, or have you also been facing challenges getting the top talent in, or we can like really push the envelope as far as you'd like. Is it hard for you to find the top talent, get them in? Yes, dang hard. Let's use emoji. Let's use this one because we can. Absolutely not. They are flying in. And I don't know, rocket? I love rocket emoji. I use it wherever I can, so this is this is how we roll now. Okay, so then let's say we need to react. If someone says something is hard, you need to react. You just cannot like, yes, please type your email and type your blah blah blah. Nah, we need to react. We need to show that we care and there's at least some level of empathy and trust and everything there. So even though it's a bot, it's human made. So we can create it as such. Let's say, darn, sorry to hear that. But if I told you, there we go. There's a simple solution for it, for making less of a pain for you and your candidates. Please tell me more. Okay, you have my attention. Like, really, just play around. Be personal. Don't get stuck with the first thought that, okay, how this would look in a form. Because form would say first name, last name, email, address, blah, so on. So, nah, we do not go there. Mm-mm. Because this is where the value actually lies. You can get creative. You can like really make it pop. You can really make it work for you as it really should. So there we go. Okay. So darn sorry to hear that, but if I told you there's a simple solution for making the recruitment process less of a pain for you and your candidate. Coolio. Okay, please tell me more. And okay, you have my attention. We are not giving even the option of saying, nah, not interested. Because quite often there is some reason why someone would not be interested. It's because they may have some doubts. They are most likely not ready to even accept the fact that their recruitment process could be, I don't know, developed further or anything. It can be literally anything. And this is where the psychological part of the bot building steps to play. We want to reinforce the positive feeling and the positive opportunities and options. And therefore, we are not giving a negative option to choose from. Basically, okay, you have my attention could be that I would actually not care less. But when we phrase it this way, okay, most likely if you have clicked it's dang hard, we have already gained their attention. So let's provide them the opportunity to say so. Because now we have the consent to move forward. and to really get it going. Okay, so like bot building psychology 101. There, boom. Okay, please tell me more. Okay, you have my attention. With, let's just get salesy. With Leadoo, you can pump up your high numbers when it comes to quality. Thanks for follow. Quality candidates. We want to make this as make applying for a job as easy as possible. Then again, we can explain this a bit further, because we know that the top talent is not going to go through, it's not going to jump through loops. Is it loops, circles, loops, hoops, even? Loops and hoops. This is a middle ground solution. To be able to apply for your open position. They want it to be clean, quick, and simple. Okay. Then, just to keep it alive again, so let's not lose the person we are discussing with. If we would just use those say something, say something, say something, say something, it would be like text, 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 and really inactivating even. So here we have told them what they can get with us and why is it so, and now we would like to give them like a golden opportunity to, I don't know, to some kind of discount. So we are happy to tell you more about the great offer we have just now. Helping companies as yours to at top speed. Then, yes, a rocket emoji again. Okay, then like another. Nah, let's not. Let's just use one. Tell me already. Single choice can't really be a single choice. You can use just one button. If you subscribe now, you'll get X amount of months for reduced price. Okay, well, this is the offer. This is not necessarily, this is not an actual one, but just to give it a kick here. Let's say, let's not use this one. Let's remove this email. There. And I think that's none of your business. I would say what my orientation is. Thank you. But yeah, so let's go and give them an option to choose from, how they would like to be contacted. And here we go. We want to give you a personal quote on this. So, how would you like to be in touch? And now if not everyone is having, was it Carly Rae Jepsen who had this Call Me Maybe song-ish? I bet soon enough it will be an earworm for everyone. And where is the phone emoji? This looks so weird because there we go. On Windows. Email me, then email or mail. Love letter. Let's use this one. And then from call, we ask for phone number. What is your number? Then what is your email? And maybe we should ask for their name, actually. What am I converting? Currently, I'm building a bot for it to convert. Yes, that's actually a really great idea. Ask for the social security number. I cannot stress this enough. You should never ask anything like that in a bot dialogue. But yeah, let's ask for their name. So, I see. And to whom do we owe the pleasure to hear? There we go. Let's say nice to get. Let's like make a dynamic command here. Then emoji again. When would Windows actually create an emoji keyboard as Apple products have? And then let's ask for a company. As the last question, I would like to know the company you represent so I could already have a better understanding of your potential when it comes to. There we go. Then awesome. Just end it with grace. So awesome. Thanks a lot. I'll be an emoji. Well, we can go with this. So now this is done. The first Okay, we can actually direct that as well there. And then, because we have this this field when it says absolutely no issues of getting the top talent in, we need to react differently. Because if we would say, darn, sorry to hear that, I don't know, it would be contradicting. And yes, thank you, you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon would also be really graceful. Really depends on the context, I would say. Not necessarily here. I don't know. But yeah, let's create a reaction here as well. So let's say something and let's just go with awesome. You are one in few. That situation. I don't know, some other emoji maybe? I'm a big emoji person when it comes to bot dialogues, like whenever it's actually suitable. Eggplant, yes. No. Maybe not now. I don't know. If you happen to own a business or you're in a purchasing position, subscribe to Leadoo and then you can create all the bots with eggplants emojis you're looking to create. So, okay. Uh, then we could maybe actually just go there. Okay. Now, set. But how do we want the bot to look like? So let's create another UI for this. So I should actually, I think, remember our color codes by heart now, but I don't. So I will try to fetch those here. There we go. Name, color. Ooh, it's a pretty one. Yes, I just fetched color code from a source code. Immense hacker. My hat is so white it's transparent, so if someone does not get the joke, I cannot help it. Okay, it's actually a bit hard to read. And now as we can see, because I would really like to use this green one, but when it's like white on green, like light green, it's a bit hard to read. So maybe we should think about this just not this, well, I'll just show how it looks. Okay, there we go. There we go. Again, background is bad. We can live with it now. We can. We can live with this now. Okay, so here is how it would look like when it triggers open on the page. And by clicking these options, we get to go through the whole interaction we just created. And here's reaction, then there's a question, then the options to choose from, please tell me more. Okay, then bubble, like different kind of information, and then we are happy to tell you more about. Tell me already. Then gathering the lead information. And then it's quite nice when you can address the person interacting with the bot really personally. So what happens if an unexpected bubble shows up, like the person says something that throws the bot off script? Really good question, because with our solution it cannot happen. It can't. I can give it my name, I can write something else here, but it won't throw the bot off script. And why is that? It's because it's already planned to work in some way. There we go, we can add the company, and then we are like addressing the person with their first name again, and promising to be in touch soon or whatever. So this is how you do it. And here we can, if we go again, absolutely not, they're flying in with the other option in the very get-go. Awesome, you are one in few that has that situation. So here you can see the different reaction. And then we can say that we are happy to tell you more about the great offer we have just now. And then because they are flying in, we can then say that they would be flying in top speed. And then, okay, tell me already. And if we would go with email, it would ask for email. There we go. Good to hear, doesn't it? It actually is really good. I'm happy. And here we go again with the same set of questions. And as you can see, if you go to the editing, how it looks like, all these nodes, as we call them, the bubbles, are connected. So there is no place for the bot getting off script. And that's actually quite interesting. And that's what also separates us from some other providers, because we are not trying to, with this solution being like really high-tech AI, because with these people behind it, or the really human touch to it, the human interaction that we put into it works better and converts better. But yeah, this is how it would work if we were to have a recruitment bot campaign. Even if the bot starts with hello and the person says my husband just left me for his secretary, well, I think it happens. But if I will show you once more in the preview mode, because it's fully automated. So as you can see, you cannot write anything there. When it starts with, is it hard for you to find a top talent? You cannot tell your family secrets or throw dirt on your ex or anything. It just wouldn't happen. Yes, I know I win. That's what I do. But yes, that's how it would work. If there was to be a live chat feature here, then it would be a different story. So if the live chat would be the first thing to trigger, then of course anyone would like write anything there. But when we are talking about this is a bot, strictly a bot, then of course. But if we would like to ask for additional information, let's say here, when the candidates are flying in, we could ask, please, what's your secret recipe for this? And emoji, because I'm all about this. little fellows. Then multi-line, so it's a bigger box for the person to write. Then there we go. Save. Let's go back to preview now. Haha. Now someone could, I don't know, throw shade on their ex or something. Like humor yourself with the idea of someone asking for pancake recipes here or whatnot. I bet some kind of like these things might happen somewhere. But this is also a fun way to interact with people interacting with the bot. But when I would answer something here, it would not basically take it into account with the reply coming next, because that's how the bot has been scripted and built in the bot builder you just saw. So this bubble is just giving the person an opportunity to discuss something or like provide additional information for it. So yeah, this is how it's done. And as a quick recap, let's say, because we are now 5 minutes 5 minutes until the stream ends. So what we did first was a FAQ bot, and at this point it was for COVID-19 and how, let's say, a city could utilize it when providing information and directing people towards the correct information. And okay, I need to read this out loud so people in the back can hear this. This is the sort of program the US government needs when a disaster strikes, because a lot of issues occur when call centers and other similarly related entities. I would assume so. I've never worked on US soil, and much less on US soil in call center. But yes, like these kinds of things can be actually really helpful, especially, well, let's say this COVID-19 is a really relevant case just now, because now we are able to provide this information rather quickly and then to direct people towards and to the correct information and the most accurate one as well. So one bot type, different bot type, how it would look, how it would work. And this was what we did first with our first, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, I'm really happy to hear. Thank you. Regardless of joking around, you did a great job and the presentation looks phenomenal. Thank you. This is the second stream we are having with this Leadoo MT's conversion clinic, so awesome. But yeah, this is what we did first, and then this campaign bot was what we did just now. And this is how it works. This is how it can be done. Rather simple and easy.